refrigerators, washers, dryers, stoves, a tent.
Pauline Long lists off what blocks this sidewalk outside her apartment on the corner of Northeast 14th and Weidler. She's 66 years old and uses a wheelchair. About 4 months ago, this homeless camp moved in, making it nearly impossible for her to get by.
And there's no room. If you're in a wheelchair, you need at least, to safely get by, at least a 3-foot path.
The American Disabilities Act federally mandates sidewalks to be clear and at least 3 feet wide, especially for those who use wheelchairs. It also requires communities maintain sidewalks in accordance with that law. According to a 2018 federal ruling, the city of Portland cannot prosecute homeless people for sleeping on the streets if they have nowhere else to go. But the city's Street Services Coordination Center prioritizes removing camps like this one, since it blocks ADA access.
They now have taken the street since March. Nobody's done anything, so they're just going to sit there and make it worse and worse.
The city declined to talk with us on camera, but tells KGW this camp was posted for removal this week. That's 4 months after they moved in.
Just trying to eat and survive. That's all I'm trying to do.
Tom is 62 years old and lives on this block with his girlfriend and son.
It's like to me that she's picking on us because she sees that we're living on the street.
He grew up in Portland and has been to prison 19 times.
All this stuff that's on the block here, I carried. It's not stolen. It's stuff that was in the garbage or by the garbage that people were throwing out, and I'm going to turn it in for metal so I can get some money.
You know, I understand their situation, and we're trying to work with them in the area. But if they're not willing to work with us and give us our access to the sidewalk, I shouldn't have to go in the street for them and risk my life.
It's very scary, and it's making us feel very limited.
Marja Byers is legally blind and uses a guide dog.
Forward.
She oftentimes has to walk in the street to avoid tents and garbage.
That means my dog is out closest to oncoming cars, and I'm not willing to risk my guide dog.
Even when the sidewalks are cleared, she says it's not dependable.
Some camps get cleaned out. People have got to go somewhere. So it's kind of ongoing, but where it's going to pop up next, it's a mystery. Part of what I would like city officials to really understand is how much this impedes our freedom.
So if you see a blocked sidewalk, the city is asking you to report it through PDX Reporter. They say they look into every single report of a blocked sidewalk. Now, I also want to point out that we reached out to numerous disability rights organizations, and not one of them wanted to speak publicly with us about this issue. Brittany, Ashley.
All right, Blair, thank you.